U.S. President Donald Trump has branded his Ukrainian counterpart, Vladimir Zelenskyy, a dictator without the elections. Trump's broadside against Zelenskyy comes amid an escalating back and forth over Washington's approach to the peace negotiations. Earlier, Zelenskyy had spoken against being left out of the Russia-U.S. talks held in the Saudi capital Riyadh. He also stated that Trump lives in a disinformation space that is coming from Russia. Trump promptly quipped that Zelenskyy and talked the United States into spending $350 billion in a war that couldn't be won. Trump also contended that Zelenskyy was misusing American aid intended for the war effort and had taken advantage of the Joe Biden's administration. Adding to this, the U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance has warned Zelenskyy that bad-mouthing Trump in the public media is an atrocious way to deal with their administration. Meanwhile, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz has said U.S. President Donald Trump was very frustrated with Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelenskyy as he highlighted the growing rift between the Trump administration and Kyiv. We all know that the war has dragged on for 3 years, and in the interim, the U.S. has obligated about $183 billion to Ukraine. Though recently, a breakthrough phone call between Putin and Trump has also taken place. So what is the road ahead? Will the verbal feud impact Trump's push for the peace? Aditya Vadhavan, my colleague, is joining me live for more. Aditya, at this point of time, in fact, Mike Waltz has said that this is the World War I, and some of the rhetoric and insults coming out of Kyiv for the President Trump are unacceptable, clearly showing that these statements cannot be taken very casually by the Trump administration as they are emerging out of Ukraine. President Trump, in the words of Mike Waltz, said that the goal is to bring down the war, and this is World War I style trench warfare. Also, now bad-mouthing the Trump administration in the media forum is not acceptable. Share more details.
Well, Simran, absolutely. These war of words have started between the Ukrainian as well as the American side. Since, both American and the Russian side did meet in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, earlier this week. The main bone of contention, why Volodymyr Zelenskyy got angered on the U.S. President Donald Trump is that he wasn't invited during these talks in Saudi Arabia, and specifically, if you see, Ukraine is a major stakeholder as far as the Russia-Ukraine war is concerned. And that is why, in this context, we can also see that U.S. has stopped all its military funding to Ukraine for the past, and Donald Trump during his election speeches also said that Volodymyr Zelenskyy, Ukrainian president, is a great salesman who took so much of money from America, and now that is why Trump has also been criticizing the Biden administration, which openly went out to support Ukraine militarily in order to defend itself from Russia. Now that is why now Ukraine is looking at some European countries, to oversee its war with Russia for armed support and for some economic support. And recently, what had happened that British PM Keir Starmer had also said that, if required, we can deploy British Army in support of Ukraine. Yes, Simran.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.